Here's where Boston sits right now, Kevin, in the current league rankings. First in steals, fourth in rebounding. And they also rank right there in the top 10 in fast break points. I mean, this is a really good transition team. They love to operate in the open court.
And you mentioned their steals. I mean, it's great defensive anticipation that has them at the top of the rankings. They've been tremendous at reading the offense and getting into those passing lanes.
Anthony. That one off the back iron and out.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Outside Thomas. Johnson the screen. Thomas goes in, up off the screen.
Amir Johnson.
And Johnson puts it in.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Here's Lynch. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Thomas. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. Number 1, the Knicks.
Great defenders both individually and collectively. I mean, you can tell they really love accepting that challenge. They can stifle you at that end of the floor.
Catching up on the changes for New York, Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Robin Lopez, and Sanders subbed in for Porzingis. The Celtics also changing it up. Zeller comes in for Parker, and it's Olynyk in for Amir Johnson. New York leading by 21. Freak kicks to Anthony. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And another, once again, shot good from Lynch. Freak's got 20.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there. Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
And Sanders kicks to Afflalo. Freak dishes to O'Quinn. Right through the D for the layup.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Outside Bradley. The dish now to Thomas with the shot and another basket for Boston.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assist. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Just an amazing game for Freak. He has 20 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
For the Knicks, Thomas checked in for Anthony. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Afflalo. Boston also with the sub. Lee's checked in. The Celtics have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Thomas, a screen on Calderon. And it's Bradley off the drive. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Pass to Thomas. From deep three-point range, Thomas with another miss.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And let's take a look at some numbers for David Lee. He's averaging 10 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Lynch hits them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Thomas goes in, and the rejection by Sanders. And a fast break now for New York. Thomas, no good. The Celtics shooting it beautifully here in the third, 56% from the field. Here's Thomas. No luck.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Thomas's shot is off. And the Celtics shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Stolen by O'Quinn. Freak with it. 24 points for him. New York moving it around. Sanders passes to Lynch. He dishes it to Thomas. Kicks to Calderon. Down low. Lynch's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Thomas kicks to Bradley. That's good, and it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got his third assist on the night.
Okay, that's more like it. A nice job here in the second. I mean, their field goal percentage is way up compared to what they did in the first half, where they shot a very low percentage. It actually was just above 30%.
Lynch's shot is off. For Boston, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Bradley can't get it to go. New York leading by 22. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Freak kicks to Calderon. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Calderon's got his second basket of the night.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
And here is Thomas. Looking to end his cold spell. And some nice defense there to end the quarter.
Celtics ball. Substitution on the court.
Here's Bradley. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And even though...
Ladies and gentlemen,
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Different look for New York. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Porzingis. Thomas comes in for Anthony, and it's Lynch in for Aaron Aflalo. The Celtics also changing it up. Zeller, he's checked in for Johnson. Olynyk comes in for Avery Bradley, and Lee's subbed in for Jay Crowder. On the floor for Boston, Tyler Zeller out there with Anderson. Then it's David Lee. Then there's Parker, and it's Olynyk in at shooting guard.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout. A dominating performance for the Knicks.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3. It paid off for them in the end.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again. Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Wallace is checked in for Tyler Zeller, for Kelly Olynyk, and it's Rozier in for Parker. Rozier the pass to Lee. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact on the game, though. We call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do is make the numbers look a little better than it was.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Calderon kicks to Freak. The pass to Humphries. Clock at 6. And Thomas, here we go. And Freak throws it down.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now we send you to the award-winning...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.